Well, this morning, all the other guys are taking off already. Me and my buddy Mike Corley, the namesake of the famous Corley blind, and Shane Lewis are headed out to the middle hole, which is right south of the Corley blind. And they had a good shoot out of there yesterday, so we're gonna go see what we can do. So have a little fun hunt today. So y'all stay tuned and see what we can get into.
I went down to the South Field to see my honeybee. I went down to the South Field just to see my honeybee. Yeah. My mind was in the heaven, but my feet was on the ground. I was running through the South Field, and my heart began to pound. Oh, 'cause my honeybee is still there. She's waiting there for me. Yeah.
Well, ducks thickened up a little bit, so I figured I'd get some ammo. So I went up to see Jeff Simmons up in Bastrop yesterday, good friend of ours, and then let's go see if we can't shoot some of these shells. Diesel! That's a good shot there, boy. That wasn't the duck I was aiming at. We're waiting on Dark to get back. You know, that's good sportsmanship. You always wait for everybody to get in line before you start shooting. And he's parked. He's moving a little slow this morning. He's parked the boat a little bit further away. Maybe not.
Yeah, I was in a bad spot. I wasn't coming up.
Mark, 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 Mark. Diesel! You gotta shoot him like that. Yeah.
Keep clapping at.
Waterfowl in there. Huh?
Be still, Stump.
Yeah. Hold the cloud over there.
His fucking feet got to be froze, huh?
We've got a few birds in the bag already, but the conditions are changing. The sun's picking out. We're going to have to either face paint up or put some face mask on to keep from pie facing these ducks. So let's get down and get ready. The sun peaked out, and I said, look guys, we're either going to have to put face mask on or face paint. I normally don't wear face paint, but the way that sun was in our faces, we were sticking out like sore thumbs. And so Dark, being a younger guy, and with all the gung-ho-ness, I guess you'd say, the drive that he's got, he had the face paint. So we whipped out the face paint and painted it all up.
This episode of the Honey Break Experience is brought to you by Loretta, 500 years, one passion. Mossy Oak, it's not a passion, it's an obsession. Gator Tail, taking you places you never thought possible. This is the Honey Break Experience.
Almost full curl, dude. Want that for your hat? Get him. How'd you shoot the second time? He was dead the first time.
That's the way to do it.
That's what I'm talking about, guys. Huh? That's what I'm talking about.
Kill him, boys. Kill him.
That ring out here?
We tag team that one.
Oh, shoot him. How come we didn't kill that duck?
Cameraman.
Cameraman?
Cameraman.
Get him. We ain't get none. I'll get ready to shoot. Mark, Mark. Diesel! Yeah. Yeah, that right there. That right there's from the DU banker. Over!
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you pan, you got to pan slow and steady.
Blake and his group limbered out early, so we switched over to the Corley blind, and it's just in the same field, just a little bit over there. When we switched out, it was game on. So. Hi, I'm Drew Keith with Honey Break, here with Steve Snell from Gun Dog Supply and Joe Perron from Champion Retrievers. We're going to talk about introducing your dog to retrieving. Joe, what's some of the techniques that you use as far as starting a dog off on retrieving?
Well, if you possibly can, you need to start them off in a hallway, and then from there, you take them out in the yard. Then you put your check card on them, and you start throwing them in the yard, just where, not far. You don't want to throw, but about 4 or 5 yards, and then you pull them back with the card. If don't take his bumper away from them, and then let them hold it a few seconds and everything. Then you take it away from them, then throw it again. But you don't want to throw it more than a couple of times. You want them jumping for it.
the thing that folks tend to do is if they have a window to work, they want to fill that whole window with time, and they're really better off if they've got a couple of times a day. You know, you can go and do 2 retrieves and come back, you know, in an hour or 2 hours and do 2 more.
Yeah, and as soon as they grab the bumper and they lay down, you done went way too far.
You passed it. Much better to stop when they are just wanting more. That's a big deal.
What's some of the tools there at Gun Dog Supply y'all have to?
Well, same thing, a lot of different dummies, something visual. I like to see something that's got some motion to it in the air. And then check cords are a huge deal. When he comes in, praise him up, get him in position, let him hold it as long as he wants to. You don't want it to be in some sort of, you want the dog to enjoy it. That's his prize.
Yeah, just grab, when the dog comes in, just grab him, you know, and just pet him, play with him. Then you take it, you know, when he's ready. Yep.
That's your Honey Break Gun Dog tip of the week. Get him. Diesel! 2.
Nope, it ain't. It sure look like it.
Drop. My buddy Mike Corley in the Corley line. Bluebird day and a little wind blowing.
Don't get no better.
A few mallards floating in. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we started out in the middle hole this morning, and we got some of our pintails and a few mallards. Blake and the guys finished up, so we made us a little move. And it'd be nice to finish out here in the old Corley line. The motor quit running. We already had them coming in. That's one good thing about it down here, you know. We got so many places to hunt. You know, you might not be in the hot blind starting up that morning, but if people limit out, you jockey around. Let's see if we can't finish this limit out. Yep. Diesel! He fell in. He fell in. He fell in. How about the spec, baby? We got 4 or 5. How many we get? Get him. Diesel! That's what it's about right there. That's right. Good boy, D. Fit. Here. Here. Drop. Drop. Good boy. That cover out there and those snails and invertebrates, they just thrive out there, and that's what those ducks come here to get that protein. So if you manage your WRP tracks, it can be more successful than you can in an agriculture field. You know, withstand the crop. When we had both of them side by side.
I believe it, man.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, on the farm, farmer comes first, and waterfowl is a byproduct. Down here, you know, wildlife is first. So everything we do, you know, starting in February, is for wildlife. Diesel! I said, you know that one's coming. You know that one's coming. Here, here, drop. Good boy. Kill him.
This episode of the Honey Break Experience is brought to you by War Eagle Boats, America's most versatile boat company. K2 Coolers, real value, real cold. Honey Break Lodge and Outfitters, the experience of a lifetime. This is the Honey Break Experience.
Kill him. That's what I'm talking about. If we'd let them, like, probably gonna get our other three. You know, Mike Corley's hunted on the farm for several years. I think he started hunting back in 1996. He started off in Gary down bottom, moved to a couple blinds down in Honey Break, and ended up what's known as the Corley blind today. Whenever they put the Honey Break back into WRP, they moved those members out of the WRP and moved them back onto the farm. You know, everybody picks that. You know, I took that blind away from him, this, that, and the other. No, it was gone. It was gone from him before I got here. But I do take a little pride in shooting some shots of the green post. That's the post in the middle of the blind is called the green post. And so I'll take a little shot with my phone and send it to him when we've got a stack of mallards on it or something like that. Get him. Diesel! Diesel! 3 pintails, all we got. To be able to light mallards in the decoy after we've already limited out on them. Usually we limit out on pintails first, and you know, there's aggravate because they keep coming in. But to be able to limit out on mallards and have them backpedaling in the decoys and swimming around the decoys, waiting on pintail, that was pretty special. Get him. And that's a wrap, guys. That's a wrap. Diesel! What a way to end the day. That is a wrap. Huh? A limited mallard, 4-man limited mallard and pintails. Huh? That's awesome. Good boy. Pintail of the day. Not every day you can like mallards in a decoy and say, don't shoot the mallards. And it's not many days we say, we gotta wait on some pintails. Yeah. Well guys, that's one heck of a way to finish up the duck hunt. We started off in the middle hole. We got 7 out of it. And Blake and them finished up early. We come over here and got in the Corley blind with his namesake, my buddy Mike Corley, St. Louis, and even had the young apprentice, Dart's one of our new guides. And Dart, this is how you do a duck whacking. So son, if you can bring out a 4-man limit of mallards and pintails and 2 bonus specks, I wouldn't say that.
Can't get it from this, you'll never get it.
That's exactly right. If you don't get a good tip from that, you'll never get it. Well, I tell you what, that right there is the Honey Break experience. But you know, what's a better way to spend time with friends and in a duck blind and have a good, successful hunt? You know, we could have left earlier. I mean, you know, and I still would have had a successful hunt. But I'm glad you said, why don't we stay a little bit? Mike started stuttering a little bit, so why don't we stay?
One more time.
There's one more volley.
One more volley.
So let's get these suckers tagged and get on back to the lodge. I mean, I don't do what I do to kill ducks. I mean, I've been doing it long enough. I don't ever have to kill another duck or kill another deer. it's making memories like that right there. You know, that's my best hunt for this season, and that's the best hunt I've had in a while to get that caliber of a limit.
This episode of the Honey Break Experience is brought to you by Drake Waterfowl, innovators in waterfowl hunting. Honey Break Gun Club, Louisiana's finest. Mojo Outdoors, it ain't magic if it ain't mojo. This is the Honey Break Experience.
Next time on the Honey Break Experience.
Shoot him, Bob. Kill him.
That's the way to shoot them.
Kill him. Only on the Pursuit Channel.